Hi, welcome to my channel. I have been getting lots of requests to go over my 2023 planner setup. It's in a Filofax notebook, the spiral bound, and I wanted to first say thank you to everyone on Instagram that has been commenting and following me. I really appreciate it, and I am happy to do this flip through for you all, so I hope you enjoy it. This is like I said, the Filofax notebook spiral, and this is spiral bound, but it accepts disbound inserts. So you can use a disbound punch, you can use Happy Planner inserts, Talia inserts, ARC, any kind of disbound will pretty much work in here. The Levenger punch, which I consider my go-to punch, actually is not good for this. I stick with like a tool punch. Filofax punch, really hard to punch, and it doesn't go all the way through. You can't do multiple inserts, unlike tool, where tool is a very comparable item to the Levenger punch. The Levenger punch goes through pretty much everything and is a really nice industrial handheld punch. So that's perfect for systems that aren't like this very narrow spiral bound. But the reason I like this so much is that I have a minimal setup. I only use a month on one page system, and on months where I have a lot going on, then I will take all of these inserts and I will switch it over to the Toll disbound notebook system. And it has a nice leather cover, it has your pockets, your planner pockets, it has a pin loop, and holds up to a lot of wear and tear. I put my sticky notes on here, and so it's nice that they are both compatible. Highly recommend the Filofax notebook if you are doing minimal inserts, and if you're looking for an inexpensive alternative to the modem covers, I would recommend the Toll because it is extremely affordable. It's in my Amazon faves, and I have different sections divided out for my different systems, so I have a 2023 planner setup section where you can go through and see everything, all of the items that I get from Amazon that I've been using in my planner. I have a 2023 travel altar setup, book of shadow setup. I try to list out everything that I use on a day-to-day basis that I absolutely love. I tried to make it easy to where you could just go to one place and get everything you need. So this leather cover is really nice. It's not flexible, so if you're the type that's looking for a flexible cover, this is not for you. As far as my cover goes, I am using an A5 book cover that's clear, and I started doing this a long time ago just for the sake of creating like a mood board cover, because throughout the year I'll collect things and my mood changes, and I just wanted a vision board that I really liked, and I wanted to be able to utilize the cover more than just slipping in a piece of paper or something, or decorative scrapbook paper or something like that. I wanted it to be more personal, and also I wanted it to be motivational for me, so that way we actually want to pick it up and use it. So I have this year for 2023 created this kind of mood board, and so for me personally, I like to use a lot of garment tags and product tags. Some of these are from different Patreon kits I've done, freebies that I've created, and just different pieces of my shop, since this is a business planner, and this is from the packaging sticker from my very first collage with Muse Lab, which I absolutely love. This one is a garment tag, as is that. This vinyl applique is something that I was playing around with vinyls, and I stuck that on the outside of it. So the wax seal is on the outside just with a double sticky sticker. This hollow sticker is from my recent advent box with Muse Lab. The 2023 I printed with just a Brother P Touch labeler, and then this hollow behind here is actually plastic from Shadow High doll that I found on Amazon, and I have that in my favorites too, because that thing is just so cool. But then there's just some art cards in the background, and then on this side I've got a candle sticker, because I do candles sometimes in my shop, and so that's what that's from. This is a garment tag and a product card. This is from Target flossers. I started buying those years ago because they were black, and then absolutely love the packaging. So I kept the packaging off of that. And this is a moon phase goal setting card that I printed out from my 2023 moon planner in my shop. So on the inside, we've got a product tag from Black Craft Cult, and I save these, anything that's interesting that I get on items like merchandise tags and stuff like that. You know, I always just chuck into a pouch and come back for it later, because I never know how I'm going to use it, and this one was really cool. So if you want to see how I made this, then you can go over to my Instagram and see that. But I also wanted to use this not only because it was pretty, but because it said believe in yourself, and that's kind of my motto, is be your own source of motivation. So that's why it is front and center. And then on the back is my planner flags that I'm going to be using for the year. And this card is from the Advent box. It's an oracle card for the Advent box for the new year, and this was from Sticky Club. This first page is printed on acetate. It's a dashboard from my shop, and it says evil plants and stuff, but it's not really. I just thought it was cute. But so this, I wanted it to tie in with the dashboard underneath that says light and dark. It's about creating balance and embracing the dark to find your inner light. So it's kind of a play on that. And this light and dark is a freebie dashboard that you can download. If you go to my link in the description box, it'll take you to my Etsy shop, my freebies, my Amazon faves. Everything I use in my planner is on my Amazon faves, and except for my inserts, of course, those are on my Etsy. But I printed this on vellum, and it's an overlay to another vellum insert from my shop. It's my Gothic section dividers. These are editable, or you can print them exactly the way I have them here in my planner. So I have my index that is for my prelude, basically just my calendars. So it's my year at a glance, my moon calendars, goals, monthly calendars, and then my trackers. And it has lyrics at the bottom here, some of my favorite songs that tie in with the different sections. But if you download from Etsy, then you can edit the index and the lyrics, or you could put your quote down here, or put a schedule, or whatever you wanted to do down there. And these look really pretty printed on acetate too. So I have a video walkthrough of how to edit these if you don't know how to do that in Acrobat Reader. And I have my title page. This was made by Jen over at Muse Lab probably like 3 years ago, and it hasn't changed since because I find a system that works for me and I keep it forever. So this is just printed on 28-pound paper, which is what my go-to is for my entire planner, except for like I said, the vellum or the acetate. And what I use for vellum and acetate is in my Amazon faves. I have my 2023 blackout version of the moon calendar, and it lists the full moon, new moon, and I have different symbols meaning different things, and there's a key at the bottom that tells, like if it's a solid square around something, then that is indicative of a supermoon. We've got a blue moon coming up, a black moon, and no blood moons this year or in 2023. The next one will be in 2025, but I thought it was relevant to put on here because I get asked that question a lot of, hey, is there a blood moon this year? So at least that way you have that information, and the answer is no. On the back of that, I've got list of full moons for 2023, the dated and their name, and then any special things happening revolving around the moon. And then over here I've got my full moon name definitions, so it's how they got their name, what date it is, and then any special seasonal changes or seasonal dates. So like the spring equinox, the first day of spring, March 20th. Other fun facts, like the longest day of the year, the longest night of the year, that kind of thing. And then I have my 2023 moon phases calendar, and it just goes over the 4 quarters and then all of the relevant moon and seasonal dates for that, meteor shower dates, and again that same key. And I like having this information laid out in different ways. Like, yes, I know I already have the full moon dates listed here, and then I repeated and had it here, but I use this a lot of different ways throughout the year, and sometimes I don't need all of this information. Like, I don't need to know all of the seasonal stuff when I'm just wanting the full moon dates. And specifically like this, like I have my moon phase goal setting insert that comes with the moon planner, and it goes through the different moon phases of how you can use each of these dates to goal set. And you don't have to do all of them your first time out. If you're just starting and you want, if you like the moon, if you're fascinated by the moon and you want to use that date for a self-check or a goal setting check or something like that, that's how I started. You know, I just started with the full moon. I didn't go crazy and try to do all the moon phases, because then you're just going to get discouraged. And so starting out simple with just the full moon date, then that's what's helpful about this insert, because here's all of your dates. These are the only ones you really need to pay attention to, you know, and mark those in your calendar. That way, you know, and what's great about disc bound and punched inserts is you can just take this out and you can move it throughout. You know, you could keep this with your monthly inserts. It doesn't have to stay up front. You know, you can move it along as the year goes by. So that's why the information is laid out in different ways. So for the moon phase goal setting, you know, you have that little snippet up here, you know, your reference guide of how that is. And then you've got all of these moon type definitions. You know, what's a waxing and a waning moon, what's a blue moon, black moon. You know, if this is new to you and you've always wanted to know more about the moon, this is the best place to start, is just reading all of this. And I go through and list out the dates on all of these, you know, that I do a moon planner every year, and so these dates get updated. Then I've got my 2023 moon phase calendar and special events for next year, and my reference pocket. This came with the Filofax notebook, and it has my cards in here, my reference cards for the moon calendar, so that I can use those, clip them to any page if I want to, or take them out and use them in my other journal. I like to do a moon journal every month on the full moon day too, so that's really helpful. And then I've got my vinyl stickers in here. These are amazing Gothic stickers that I found on Amazon, so that is linked in my 2023 planner setup section on my Amazon page. And there are lowercase letters and capitals, so they come in sheets that look like this, and you get several sheets per package, which is awesome. So to make them more manageable for my planner, I just cut them down through here, and so that way I've got a sticker sheet that has all of the lowercase and the uppercase. And then I also have stencils for these same letters that I also got on Amazon, and that's linked too. But these I like to use a lot, especially you know, like on my dashboards every month. I've got my Dark Goddess dashboard from my shop. This I printed personal size and then taped onto the back of my reference divider. This is my Fierce dashboard that is also in my shop, and I did print this pocket size on cardstock as well to make like a little planner card or for my Book of Shadows. And then collage that I did that I liked it a lot, so I just scanned it, and now I print it every year in my planner, and I use these different sections for my intentions for the year, what went right, what I need to improve on. And this is also in the 2023 moon planner, and this is where you would fill out your mantra or word of the year, goals for the year, and then you could do collage down here, or you could print out, you know, little photos and put down here, or whatever you wanted to do, or you could cover this up completely and then just use it for however you want to use it. But I put a blank one in here just for this flip because I have already started filling out mine, and some of the goals for the year are projects that I don't want to give away the details of, so I don't want to do any spoilers. So I did a collage astrology lookbook, and I did this in my iPad and GoodNotes using sticker kits from Raw Element. That is my aesthetic fashion digital lookbook sticker shop, just specifically for that category. You know, if your vibe is fashion, I have quite a few collections to pick from over there. And then on the back, I've just typed out all of the fashion trends for each of the signs. I'm a Gemini, that's why it's highlighted. And This one is my Girl Gang Creatures of the Night dashboard that I have used double-sided tape on and put down on the gold divider. And then this bunny sticker, I'm a Year of the Rabbit, and so this bunny sticker has been with me for years. It's from MuseLab, and I love that this year is Year of the Rabbit. I have done a dashboard for Year of the Rabbit. This will be a freebie coming in January, so watch for that. Dashboards can be used in a variety of different ways. I printed this one on a smaller version, so like in my travel altar, I've got it printed, just on a little reference card. Then, like I said, I'm a Gemini, and I love skulls, so I had to do this for my project dashboard, and that is for my Patreon, specifically projects for my Patreon, so I can't divulge any of that information. And this I mark with just a page flag, but I'm in the process of updating all of my tabs and things like that, so I'm going to be printing out some circle tabs and putting on these different sections that I use a lot. And so that's the only thing that I'm really changing about this setup. Every year I try to make it just a little bit more efficient, and so that's the one thing I'm missing is like some certain side tabs, but other than that, this setup is going to be what I use all year long. And so then all of these tabs that I use throughout here came with the Filofax notebook. This is my vampy bookish dashboard from my shop. So this was a collage that I did for the advent box with MuseLab this year. And this dashboard is my Gothic Beauty dashboard, freebie collage. This is my Vampire Huntress dashboard in my shop, and these planner pockets, which is what I've done here, this is a printable that is coming on my Patreon next month, so you're getting a sneak peek at that. But this planner pocket I made just to hold like my frequently used stickers, so I've got like my intention stickers and then some dot stickers that were in the advent box with MuseLab. These are washi stickers that come with my Patreon. Every month I do a different set of washi stickers, and these are going to be my, just like I said, my frequently used stickers that I'm going to use to decorate my monthly. I don't do a lot of decorating in here since this is more of a functional planner, but I do like to do like some border stickers and things like that. And every month, this is my moon planner. All of these are my moon planner inserts, so you get a blank month on one page and a monthly calendar. And what I like to do is put in this blackout grid that I got from Amazon in between all of my monthly dividers. I've taken out December's because it has a lot of my information on there. At the end of every month, I go through and fill out all of this for like things that I want to improve on as far as business goes and financial information and things like that. So I took out December's overview page out of here, but this is how I plan every month. I like to go through and put down things that I know I need to do, and then I retroactively go back and add different things that I've done, so like Instagram posts and things like that, and then tally up like how many Instagram posts I did that month or how many YouTube videos I did. That way I feel more accomplished. Because it doesn't feel like I'm doing a lot every month, but then when I go back through and look at my totals, then I can see, oh hey, I did quite a bit. So when I do this overview or this dashboard, when I do this blackout dashboard, I'll show you for the month of November. So I had a lot going on because I was prepping for the advent boxes. So this is what I was doing that month. And so I kind of do like a collage of my announcements, like if I'm doing freebies or giveaways or anything like that, and then things I need to do. So that was a pretty hectic month. Normally, if I don't have a lot going on, then I use this as kind of like my free play area where I can just do kind of a inspirational dashboard with stickers from my shop that month, just to use kind of like the miscuts or misprints or whatever. So sometimes I get to play, and sometimes I have to actually use it for functional planning. So it just depends on what my workload is that month. But so my typical month, like if we pretend that this is this month, my typical layout looks like this. And we can pretend that this is December as well. So my month would have the moon and seasonal information on the first page, and here's where I add all my trackers and things like that, for if I have like personal stuff I need to track, or important dates for business, I add those here. Like I said, I've got my trackers for Patreon and Instagram and all that, so I can put that all on this kind of like a dashboard for January of what all happened that month. And then listing out my goals, accomplishments, and anything that I want to achieve that month. And I have my month on one page, and that's literally how my month looks. And then on the back I just have dot grid in case I have extra notes that I need to take or things like that, finances or stuff, like whatever I need to make notes of, then I can put on the back of that, and then it goes into the next month. So I don't do weekly inserts or daily inserts or anything like that. This is all like big picture functional planning for my business. So all of my months, that's how it looks. Then I have my currently divider. This is from the Happy Planner, and it was too tall, so I just cut off the bottom. And so these two things migrate with me every month. So when there's a new month, then I take them out and I move them to the next month so that I have all of those things together with me every month. I've got the cover sheet for the month, the wrap-up overview of the month, the blackout page, and then the month on one page. So all of that is the same. And then after my monthlies, I've got my active project section, and so this is another one of my section dividers printed on vellum. So I've got my master list of what I'm working on, my active projects, and then my ideas area, and then another song quote. And this dashboard is coming soon to my shop. I just haven't posted it yet. This was from MuseLab, and on this divider for my projects, I haven't printed the Dymo label for it yet, but this one I decided to do on white. I liked the contrast between, the black and the white. So this one came with the pink, well, they call it pink Filofax notebook, but it's actually like a salmon color. I didn't like it, so I don't use it, but I've used all of the paper that came with it and all of the dividers, so it didn't completely go to waste. And then everything that I use for my projects, keeping track of them, is the toll inserts, and that came with the toll planner that I was showing. So I don't keep a lot in here since this is a thin spiral, like I said here, and then I'll just write the title of the project and then the date that I started it, and then list out. And this section is specifically for my active projects. So if I have an idea for a project that I haven't started yet, I'll fill this out and then put it in the back of my project section to get to later. So I keep all my active projects on top, and then whenever I complete the projects, then they go in the crypt. So this is my completed projects and abandoned projects ideas. A lot of times I'll think I want to do something, and then it isn't feasible or whatever, so it ends up going here. And then I've got what I call the tome, which is where all my resource information is, like if I am researching something, or I'm taking a lot of notes on things, or, if I have mood board ideas or something like that, it's just like random notes and things, or playlist songs that I really like or something like that, I keep it all in the tome. So that's what this is for. And this dashboard is a freebie that is coming next month, and it's kind of like a witchy correspondence vision board. So it has, like all the symbols for the elements and the pentacle and, different things like that. I know runes. I'm a big symbols person, so I really liked putting all this together and having it in one place, because over the past few years, I've had it in like 6 different places, and then I'm constantly referencing it. And so it's nice now to this year finally have it all together. This Wicked card came from Jen at MuseLab, and then this is a notebook or notepad that was at Hobby Lobby that I just tore off the pages and punched. These are Happy Planner inserts, and they come in 2 different sizes, and I kind of fluctuate between the 2 sizes depending on how much information I write, but this is actually meant for the mini Happy Planner, but it fits fine in here. And then I've got toll stickers that I ordered from Amazon, and these are on my Amazon page. And then I've got like some sticker sheets from my shop, and I always keep a gift card to cut washi or to burnish something down, or I always keep a gift card in the back in an adhesive pouch that I stuck onto these clear pouches I got off of Amazon. And then I've got just some random Sticky Club black and white stickers that I liked from past subscriptions. I don't subscribe anymore, but I have quite the stash of Sticky Club stickers that I just keep this stocked up. And then I got another reference card, because sometimes I take, you know, like I've got these two cards in here, but sometimes I take these out, like I said, and use them for my moon journal or whatever. And if I forget to bring them back, I have another one here, because you can never have enough calendars. I don't know why, but I need lots of the same information repeated throughout. So I've got that card in here, and then these two sticky notes. I just took off a bunch and stuck on this. This is the clear cover to my planner, so I just stuck them on there. And then I've got the hollow pen loop from Happy Planner. I don't think they sell this anymore though. This was 2017, I think, when 2017 or 2018 when they came out with this one, and I haven't seen it since, because I have been looking. I want at least 3 more of these, and that's it. So the pen I use is Pilot Friction Erasable, and really like that for the sake that it erases. But if you are the type of person that travels with your planner a lot, you take it outside, you can't leave it in the heat for too long because it will erase the ink. And so, you know, that wouldn't be good for you if you take it out. But I also use the Pilot Friction highlighter in my planner and the Pilot Friction erasable in pink, and these are the only 3 pens that I use in this. I don't deviate. Like I said, I have a really good system going and I like it. So I like using these 3. And what's great is you can erase this highlighter. You can erase just the highlighter and not the pen. I don't know how it works. It's voodoo, but it's really cool. So I like the ability to be able to highlight something in my planner and then change my mind and erase it, and not have this crazy looking spread, because I don't need it to get cluttered and confusing for me. I like things simple. So the ability to erase has been brilliant. But so all of these I feel like are a great combination, unless, like I said, you take it outside. So be mindful of that. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I hope you had fun going through my planner. As I've said, like, I absolutely love this system. I think it's fabulous, and I will list all of the information that I've gone over in here. Try to break it out by page. That way you can easily replicate it if you're just starting out and you don't know where to begin. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is freebies from myself, so you can play with that and resize and kind of just make it your own. So I wish you much success in the new year, and I hope you had a wonderful holiday, and I will see you guys soon.